Gonna have a little chit chat about week 18 while I finish up my pre-workout meal. Been having an amazing week finishing up pre-workout. I thought I would never be a cream and rice girl. Oh yeah. I've been on the train, cream and rice. It gives me a great pump. I put coconut flakes on it, so good. Great fats, okay? And then I also did a little sunflower butter. Protein doesn't really do anything for me when I'm going to the gym, but it does have a cup of fat-free Fairlife milk in it, so I think this in total has 17 grams of protein, 35 to 40 grams of carb, which I think I could even increase carb, but on Sundays I'm a little hesitant to do that just because I don't know what coach is doing. So, so good. I just did my check-ins, and I was looking back at my footage because I actually took an entire video to send to my coach just to be like, hey, look, this is what I've been doing. You cannot sleep on posing practice, okay? You don't need to, be a pro to be posing all the time. Posing is fun. I need to work on my walk, but it's really hard for me because the floors that I have, there's not really, a runway area for me without carpet. So, we're not stressing about that right now. We had a solid week, okay? Weight is finally dropping. My waist has just, I think I was under 120, I was under 27 inches, my waist this morning, which is crazy because I had a dairy oopsie yesterday. Otherwise, I had a phenomenal week. It was lower stress. I managed my time really well. I planned my week really well. This is the first time that I didn't really meal prep my own food. I just used all Costco food and it worked wonderfully. There are two things that you need to be getting at Costco if you meal prep at all. This is nurses, healthcare workers especially, bodybuilders. And it is jackfruit chips. Amazing fiber, calorie for volume, and carbs. Hardly touched my carbs. I had half a bag. Other thing is the char grilled chipotle Costco chicken. It is amazing. It's prepped. It's in a bag. I use that. Listen, I was coming home from a travel day Sunday. I did not have it in me last week. It was a long weekend in the best way, but I did not feel like making food. And why meal prep when you have cost-effective ways to get the exact same kind of food? So yeah, that's what we had last week for lunch and dinner. And then I've been recently taking guacamole with a little bit of Ken's Light Ranch, and that's my dressing. Those really held me down this week. Actually, three things. We're just finding all the staples, and it's all foods I am loving. And I think that really that's your ultimate hack to a diet, is you got to figure out the way to love your foods. And on mornings that I'm not going into work, I usually have a big smoothie, which doesn't keep me as full as long, but I usually then have a snack prepared for after, usually a watermelon or an apple or something just to tide me over till lunch. But recently I've been doing egg white omelets, and I hesitate to say just egg white because you really need to have a singular egg in combination with the egg white to bind them. And it's so fluffy, so delicious. I put Canadian bacon in it, and then I flip it and I have some goat cheese in there. Ooh, man. I am a foodie, and you gotta just learn how to make your food enjoyable because that is the ultimate diet hack, is learn to enjoy foods that you can make taste really, really good. And I suck at cooking. My husband's the cook in the family. I don't cook. I can do eggs though, and they're so good. Also, the pan makes a big difference, okay? I was averted to eggs because they were sticking to the pan in our stainless steel because non-toxic, blah, 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 blah. Well, I went to my sister's and she uses like this Hexclad knockoff, and I was using it and it is non-toxic. And wow, I sound so crunchy when I say that. We aren't crunchy, okay? We just try to be as cognizant as possible. But it's a Hexclad knockoff. It was the last one I could find at TJ Maxx. And it's the same one my sister has. And the eggs do not stick. The eggs don't stick. So it makes life just so much easier because I don't want to have a pan that I got to clean. On remote days, I want to get my eggs cooked and I want to be upstairs working ASAP so I can get to the gym ASAP because the faster I get all my work done and the faster I get a work day in, the faster I can go to the gym. It's a whole thing. Anyways, long story short, amazing week. I can't wait to see what we're doing this week. Also, Costco, again, Costco's coming through. Minute Maid, pink lemonade, 0 sugar, and it's 5 calories per, per cup. We mix this with sparkling water, and it's amazing. Delicious. Costco has the 3-pack for the price of 2 that I would usually get at our grocery store. So I no longer have to go anywhere else. Costco literally has everything. Oh, they also now have the knockoff Fairlife. It's like the 2% reduced fat, 2% milk. It's in the blue versus the light blue. It's like in the solid blue. I'm used to getting the fat-free Fairlife, but having a little extra fat honestly is going to kill me or my macros with the amount that I use in Fairlife. So Costco is now the only stop I have to make, which is revolutionary. They literally now have everything that we could possibly need, or at least me need, to make my meals and eat the foods I eat every week, which is insane. I love Costco. Nick goes, it's an underrated health food store. And I'm like, it really is. Costco really is a underrated bulk health food store. Costco, you want to sponsor me? Anyways, let's go to the gym. I'm excited, and I'll see you after Mia gets back to me. Okay, we got back from the gym. We just had food, and now we're just doing some chill time before we get steps in. We heard back from Mia, and we're changing some things up, which is exciting because we have not touched anything for about 4 weeks, I believe. So she said, listen, we're turning it up a dial so that we can just start seeing the changes, get you through this cut so that then we can just reverse, go into growth, and go from there. So that's exciting. And what I'm even more excited about is the approach we're taking with going deeper into a cut. We have decreased macros across the board by 100 calories. So protein goal is decreased. Carb goal, just to make sure we're still having great lifts and we're focusing on having great recovery and, muscle repair. All of that, all of the good things still happening. Carbs, we are keeping at 120. So we just decreased carbs by 10 grams. And then fats decreased a little bit too. So honestly, not a big change there. Like it's not at this point, it's something that it doesn't really even touch me. It's something that is very manageable. So we're hanging around, I think it was like 1450 calories now. And then cardio, I have been including my step count with cardio. Cardio is included in my step count. I'll say that. And Mia was like, hey, we're going to separate them. So now the steps that you get from cardio are null. You have a separate step goal from your cardio. And that means we're not touching cardio, which is great because honestly, it's not the food decrease that not frightens me, but is hard for me. It's increasing cardio because cardio is time for me. And my time is really valuable right now because I'm doing a lot of other things outside of bodybuilding. So if we added another 40 minutes of low intensity stay cardio, the issue I have is when I have a heart rate goal my heart rate goal is 130s to 140s. And when I have that, it's just high enough for me to not be able to focus or do some other task while also performing cardio. I would rather my macros be decreased a smidgen like they did, and instead of putting on another 40 minutes of cardio, because that I know during a cut, like I expect that. I know during prep, I can expect more. Today's the day when we're going to start. Cardio steps are going to be separate from regular steps. Other than that, that isn't like drastic, but I do expect to see drastic change because my body has been changing a lot, even with small changes. So that's the plan this week. Super excited. My husband comes home from his OA rotation this weekend, which I'm really excited about because I get to see him. I haven't seen him in 3 weeks. And then all the other things in life are going well. We had a solid week, had a solid lift today, had a little 40-minute cardio session. Something I'm also doing is instead of having an hour of cardio, which I like to knock my cardio out, okay? So I was doing an hour of cardio on Sundays and then Monday just to knock out technically 3 of my 5 low intensity state cardio sessions. From a recovery standpoint, I am changing it up for myself. I am only doing 40 minutes and I'm doing 40 minutes of lifts every single time I have a workout. I lift 4 times a week. That is my sweet spot. 1 remaining 40 minutes, and I do that always on Mondays. Mondays, I always do a cardio session, even though I do not lift on Mondays. Mondays can Monday real hard for me. So I have learned to not overdo it on a Monday. Sometimes I just want to come back home and zen and get my little cardio in. This week, I'll just be making sure I get all of my steps in before going to cardio. And my step goal is 7 to 9K steps. It's nothing crazy. It's something I can do at work easily because I have a step pad at work and I have a step pad when I'm remote at home. So there you go. In summation, that's what we're doing. Super excited to see what the change brings. See you next week in week 19 of the cut.